6:48 right now, time for the morning rush. Report cards for state agencies in New Mexico. They are giving us a better idea of which departments are doing well and which ones are struggling. Courts and justice agencies, along with economic development and natural resources departments, they all had strong performances. Meanwhile, the Healthcare Authority, CYFD, and the Public Education Department are failing to meet the mark.
New Mexico State University officially has a new president this morning. The university's Board of Regents unanimously voted for Valerio Ferme to lead the school. Ferme was serving as the executive vice president for academic affairs at the University of Cincinnati. He was also a dean at Northern Arizona University and the University of Colorado.
Multiple U.S. senators, they are now urging nearly a dozen social media companies to crack down on election misinformation. New Mexico Senator Ben Ray Lujan and 4 others have issued a letter to 11 major companies, including X, Meta, Google, and TikTok. Among their requests is urging the platforms to increase their election safety measures and to amplify official election information. Ryan.
Storms to the east, drier to the west, and in between, a windier day. Now, Albuquerque, some drizzle this morning. It'll start to dry out late this morning throughout the afternoon. Either way, temperatures a bit above normal today. But with a storm system in the Four Corners approaching tomorrow, things will change.
An Oklahoma man's hunting trip to New Mexico quickly turned sour when thieves in Albuquerque took off with his trailer and his trophy. On Monday, Cole Register said he left the trailer unattended for just a short while to pick up tools to repair it. When he returned, the trailer was gone. Register says he's now out of roughly $20,000.
Meanwhile, a woman's visit to Albuquerque also took a turn for the worse when her prized possession was stolen as well. Mariah Harmony of the Moto Maidens is in New Mexico now to raise money for animal rescues, but brazen thieves took off with her bike at a rental property where she was staying. Mariah will be borrowing a bike from a local dealership and still be supporting the Moto Maidens cause.
A suspect in a string of break-ins at a North Valley business plaza is in custody this morning. Yesterday, the Albuquerque Police Department announced that they arrested 41-year-old Justin Duffy for his part in the break-ins we told you about last week. Detectives discovered that Duffy also had outstanding felony warrants for other burglaries as well as aggravated assault. Ryan.
And while a couple storms may be severe today along I-40 near Tucumcari tomorrow, much more widespread severe weather from Tucumcari far to the south near Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Jal, New Mexico. Albuquerque, a low chance of rain today. Some showers this morning, drier this afternoon, drier tomorrow, and very windy tomorrow.
We're getting a look now at how a local violin shop played a key role in bringing an out-of-this-world idea to life. Sarah Gillis is a SpaceX astronaut and the first person to play the violin without the pull of the Earth's gravity. Gillis chose Chris Peterson, who works at the Albuquerque Robertson and Sons violin shop, to make the instrument that she would play on the voyage.
A local nonprofit is turning an act of vandalism into a positive message. Earlier this month, someone graffitied the word Trump on the wall of the New Mexico Black Leadership Council building. Instead of covering it up, the nonprofit decided to turn it into a mural encouraging people to get out and vote. Ryan.
Oh, well, first, here's a look at some events that are happening in Albuquerque this weekend. The New Mexico Ice Wolves hockey team, they're going to be kicking off their season against the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. The 3-game series will begin tonight at the Outpost Ice Arenas. That's going to be at 6:30. Then tomorrow, the city's going to be hosting its 3rd annual ABQ Rides car show. That is from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Northwest Transit Center. Ryan.
And now taking a look at traffic. No major accidents or slowdowns, and this green color is indicative of that. And here's a live look right now at the Big I. Maybe some minor slowdowns that increase of volume. We'll have more traffic condition updates throughout the morning commute.
Baseball fans continue to witness history in the making as Shohei Ohtani sets a brand new record. Yesterday, the Japanese baseball phenom accomplished something no baseball player before him could, hitting 50 home runs and stealing 50 bases in a single season.
And now it's time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, Bernalillo County is inviting the East Mountain community to show their appreciation for local first responders. The 2024 East Mountain celebration kicks off this Sunday at noon. It wraps up at 5 that evening. This year's themes are fire safety and awareness and first responder appreciation. That event will feature live music and dance performances, a car show, fire safety demonstrations, local food and artisan vendors, and more. The county is going to be presenting Outstanding Citizens Awards at the celebration.
At number 4, a new program is allowing PNM to prep the next generation of energy workforce. The PNM Power Pros program will provide in-classroom teaching as well as hands-on training for students looking to pursue a career in the electrical utility industry. After graduating from the program, students will have gained OSHA certification and course credits for career and technical education.
And at number 3, it will be a stormier day out east, drier to the west in Albuquerque. You're kind of in between both air masses. A little bit of a more humid one this morning, drizzle, then drying out later today and becoming breezier. A high temperature about 87 today. Not as warm tomorrow with even more rain widespread.
And number 2, an Oklahoma man's hunting trip to New Mexico quickly turned sour when thieves in Albuquerque took off with his trailer and his trophy. Cole Register said the trailer had his ATV, camping gear, and the elk he had just hunted. He says he's now out of roughly $20,000 and is hoping someone will come forward with information about where his belongings are located.
And at number 1, report cards for state agencies in New Mexico are giving us a better idea of which departments are doing well and which ones are struggling. Yesterday, performance ratings for each department were presented to the Legislative Finance Committee. Court and justice agencies, economic development, tourism, along with energy, minerals, and natural resources, they all had strong performances. Meanwhile, the Healthcare Authority, the Department of Health, CYFD, and the Public Education Department are failing to meet the mark. We have that full report at krqe.com.